Hey, what's up everyone? It's Josh with the Envision Vlog, and we have another DJ gig vlog for this weekend. We're traveling to my old stomping grounds, those high school stomping grounds of Walhalla, South Carolina, where I will be DJing their prom. This is also a very monumental weekend because Ree is gonna get to meet her cousin Moose. Moose is a 5 or 6 year old deer-faced chihuahua, so we'll see how they get along. But for now, we will do what we always do with these DJ gigs. Start out with a quest for Chick-fil-A. This is going to be a whole lot different than my last DJ gig log, mainly because, well, we're on a diet. Like last time I gave in to temptation. I had hot dogs, soda, and of course Girl Scout cookies. Man, those took forever to eat.
You're right.
Hey! But yes, I probably will be giving in to temptation a little bit this time, except, I'm gonna be a little more calorie conscious. But
French fries!
She crazy, y'all. So far, diet's been going well. Cheated a couple of times, but I stepped on the scale this morning, and when I first started, I was 216. When I stepped on the scale this morning, I was 205. So lots of good things happening this weekend, and as always, the Walhalla Prom is one of my favorites to DJ. I've been doing it for quite some time now. They didn't hire me last year, but I'm making a comeback. So this is also very monumental because it's the year of redemption. This is also the first time I'll be using my new speaker system for a prom. I've done it for 2 military balls now, and so far it's worked out well, but we'll see how this goes with this prom this time. Man, it's amazing to see how far this thing has come. Like, I remember when I did my first Walhalla Prom, they asked if I could acquire a dead mouse head, and I found one off the internet and I got it, and they were doing a Passport to Paris theme. And what it was is you start walking through the hallways and it's like Old Town Paris, and then you walk in and it's like this nightclub with this huge Eiffel Tower, and I'm in the center wearing this dead mouse head. Walhalla always does really solid decorations for their proms. So I'm gonna quit rambling right now, and we're gonna get on this road with the standstill somewhat traffic. I just want some Chick-fil-A right now. Alright, so we have made it to Walhalla. Had to make a quick stop by the Dollar General to pick up some yogurt for Puppy. I'm just so ready to get out of this car and be home and witness the interaction between Rhiannon and Moose. But more to come. Good morning, everyone. I forgot to charge my phone and give you all a proper goodnight message, but we are here. Day 2 of this weekend DJ gig log, and we are at the storage unit right now picking up the speakers. So we're here at our location, and we just got in here and we're setting up, and I'm under the table hooking all these wires up. And my dad said my hair was a mess, so he gave me this hat. One of the things I hate about doing this is you get some major carpet burn. Terry's working so hard, y'all. I'm gonna take a nap. And it appears as though we have had a nice, wonderful visit from the Tangle Fairy.
You're the Tangle Fairy. Yeah.
This might be the one time I say she not crazy, because yeah, that's all my doing. Remember, kids, be accountable for your actions. I created this problem, so I have to fix it. And just as a quick side note, if you want to know why women find DJs attractive, there's only one reason. She thinks my tractor's sexy. Alright, y'all, we are set up, and now it's time to go home, get some lunch, and we are going to go get the music for this stuff, get everything squared away, and we will see y'all tonight. Outside of DJing, we have now found ourselves back at the hometown Walmart. Why does this keep happening? Starting to notice a pattern with me DJing back in this place. Alright, so a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes of being a DJ that a lot of people do not see. I've obviously shown you all a little bit about the setup and how extensive it can be sometimes, even though, we do time shots or time lapses. Those setups can last anywhere from 1.5 to 2 hours once you factor in everything. Another aspect is always music selection. Some DJs, they go off requests. Some DJs go off their own set list and don't do requests. I typically stick mostly to the top 40 stuff when it comes to things like proms and the military balls and a lot of stuff that involves what kids listen to on the radio. So what I tend to do is I often ask for a request list from people who are putting on the event. So that way I'll kind of have an idea of what music I need to get ahead of time. So that way if people do come and request it, I will be more than likely to fill that request. When I get this request list, I go through, I see, what songs will work, what songs may not work, and I go to Amazon, get that music, and then go ahead and download it so I'll be prepared for the night. It is always my best advice to anyone starting out in DJing. Always do your best to get that request list from somebody, whether it's a wedding, whether it is a high school event. Moose. Sorry y'all, my sister's Chihuahua sees like a little stray dog outside and he wants to go out and play and whatnot, and well, we can't really let him go out there. So he's just kind of whining a lot. But yes, get that list and be prepared. It's one thing to be prepared so that way you can best serve everyone, because the thing about a DJ is when you're hired out, you're not just a person providing a service for the person who hired you. You are providing a service for everyone that's attending that event. And also having that list ahead of time kind of lets you know a little bit about what to expect about the demographic that's going to be there, what kind of music do they like. It also lets you know about how music has changed from time to time if you start DJing in certain places that, certain radio stations don't play certain songs. This is the first request list in months I've got that does not have Lil Pump's Gucci Gang. In fact, there's no Lil Pump on this thing. And I'm secretly excited. Yep, and they've been replaced by Stir Fry by the Migos. Woo! 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 But serious moment here. The list does help. Like right now I'm looking through this, and the one song that sticks out to me that I thought I would never see in, a prom or a military ball or anything like this nature is the song Church Clap by KB. For those of you who do not know, Church Clap is actually a Christian song that has a very fun line dance that goes along with it. I've DJ'd at Christian colleges before, and it's like the most requested song out of any of the songs I play. I never imagined I would be playing at like a public high school. And I'd also imagine that that's a song that not every DJ is going to have in their repertoire. Repertoire? Repertoire. But overall, just goes to show you the list is important. I'm not going to play everything from the list, and I'm not obviously going to take everything from the list or utilize every song, but, it's a good guideline to figure out, A, what these people want, and 2, what songs will get them hype and prepared for a good time. All right, I've gone through the music list, I've showered, I shaved, I had my meal, so now it's time to rock the party. We have arrived.
A hand, Walhalla. You've been a great crowd. You've been a great crowd. As always, make smart decisions, make safe decisions, and have a great night.
We made it home. It was a lively, crazy time. I'll tell y'all a bit about it on the car ride home tomorrow. Good night. Oh, what a lovely morning to just let my hair down. Good morning, and as promised, we are going to be breaking down this prom in terms of successes and in terms of struggles. Start with the struggles first. It can only be summed up in one word: logistics. First things first, the venue was extremely tiny, meaning the dance floor and the dancing area was really tiny. It was literally windowed to the wall, shoulder to shoulder, people next to people. Everybody was crammed in there like sardines. And because we had so many people, they kept absorbing the sound, and I kept being asked to turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. And eventually I was getting to the point where I was scared I was going to blow my speakers out. I mean, I had it really, really loud. Like, I was scared that I was blasting the people in the front. Another major issue: parking. The parking attendant was leaving too much space between the cars, so when the kids started showing up later in the night, it basically forced them to park on the street. Illegally parked cars about to get towed equals DJ has to cut the music 4 to 5 times to make the announcement. At one point in this whole announcing the illegally parked cars issue, I had to deal with a technical difficulty, so Terry, my assistant, my girlfriend, y'all know Terry, she had to make the announcement about the illegally parked cars. She was put on the spot. She's never worked a prom with me, isn't seasoned. She's more of a behind the scenes kind of person. So the whole situation was not ideal for her or for me. So that first hour and a half was extremely stressful, but things got better as the night went on. Which leads me to the successes of the prom. First success of the night: I held the kids on the dance floor for a long time. Normally proms around 11 o'clock or so they start filtering out. It wasn't until about 11:30, 11:40 when people really started leaving. So that was good. I held them on the dance floor for a really long time. Success number 2, I managed to fulfill about 90 to 95% of all the requests. If I didn't play a request, it was either because I did not have the clean version on hand, or they just requested something off the wall that I'd never even heard of. On a side note, I actually had to cut a clean version of a song. I've been playing this version of the song for ever since I've been DJing at all the proms, all the military balls, and the kids, even though the song was clean, they just wanted to go ahead and say the wordy dirds and just scream it out loud, so we had to cut it. Kids be kids, I guess. Success number 3 is all about the dancing. My dancing in particular. I was dancing behind the booth and, just having a grand old time. One of the students saw me and she's like, "Hey, you need to go out there." I originally wasn't gonna do it, but you know what? I put on Thriller, got out there, did my little whatever. I was moonwalking. Pushing 30 years old, I was surprised I can still do the man splits like I did when I was 20. I even did some break dancing, did like half a windmill. It was really, really smooth. I didn't just plop down. I guess you could say this diet's working out in more ways than I thought. I digress. But ladies and gents, the second half of this prom was a complete dichotomy of the first half. Everybody was enjoying themselves. It was less stressful. The crowd was very good. I mean, overall, the second half was just phenomenal. But DJing, if I had to make the comparison, it's a lot like a football game. Just as you can't base the entire game off the first quarter, you cannot base the entire night off the first hour, hour and a half. In retrospect, it was a great time, lit, as the kids say, and the successes just absolutely outweighed the struggles. And I would absolutely love to DJ for Walhalla again. Always have and always will. But nevertheless, I'm going to quit rambling and conclude this gig log. So this is Josh with the Envision Vlog, signing out.